Are you looking for the best drip coffee makers? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best coffee makers on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. OXO Brew Coffee Maker. Perhaps the most telling detail about the OXO Brew is that it's one of the few models certified by the Specialty Coffee Association to meet their Golden Cup Standard 1. That means it's guaranteed to heat your water to the ideal brewing temperature, 90 to 96 degrees Celsius, or 194 to 205 Fahrenheit, and make coffee with consistent extraction. This machine nailed the temperature in testing, reaching 195 in less than 3 minutes and maintaining it throughout the brewing process. The OXO Brew is also impressively fast, able to fill its 40-ounce carafe in 6.5 minutes. We liked the carafe's vacuum insulation, too, as kept a batch hot over the course of an hour without an external hot plate needed. Once you've loaded up water, grounds, and filter, the interface is easy to use, with just 2 buttons to choose between a large and small batch, and a third for self-clean mode. For those switching from pod-based coffee makers, you have the option to brew directly into a mug for a single serving, and we got similarly delicious coffees testing various batch sizes. When we used pre-ground coffee in this brewer, however, we got especially bad results. None of our tests yielded especially great cups with lower quality grounds, but the OXO Brews was especially bitter. We say stick to whole, fresh beans. A couple other minor annoyances: it's not programmable, so you'll have to get out of bed to start brewing in the morning, and the water tank isn't removable, so you might spill a little while you fill it. At number 2. Mr. Coffee Mini Brew Coffee Maker. A tiny coffee maker from a value brand like Mr. Coffee didn't give us very high expectations for performance. But this 5-cup model really delivered, especially considering that it's the single cheapest on our list. All 3 test batch sizes gave us good extraction, bold flavors, and decent body. The warming plate even performed well, actually raising the temperature of the coffee 6 degrees in the first half hour and then keeping it exactly steady in the next. This model could make a great choice for someone who only drinks a cup or 2 a day, for a dorm resident, or anyone with roommates, or as an auxiliary coffee maker for the office. Its big limitation is, of course, its small size. The most it can make at once is just 25 ounces. Its materials also befit its low price. The construction of the machine body feels rather flimsy, and we found that the plastic lid will fall right off if you tilt the pot too far while pouring. At number 3. Cuisinart Programmable Coffee Maker. Our overall favorite programmable coffee maker, Cuisinart's 14-cup model, does everything you need, and just a little bit more. Besides its set-ahead timer that lets you wake up to a huge pot of hot, fresh coffee, this machine also offers an adjustable temperature warming plate, an extra-strength bold brew option, and a small batch mode to make as little as a single mugful at a time. What's more impressive is that it manages all that with a well below average price. The 14-cup programmable Cuisinart did an incredible job in testing with larger pots of coffee, managing high temperatures and even water distribution that made for rich and complex flavor. A basic batch with a full filter basket and water tank delivered excellent brew, but this machine also lets the connoisseur tinker with water-to-coffee ratios to achieve ultimate flavor. Over our 60-minute test, the warming plate maintained consistent temperature, too, without introducing many burnt or damaged notes. However, this might not be the best choice for a household that only needs a mug or 2 of coffee every day. Its single-cup batch couldn't get up to a high enough temperature before the water percolated through the grounds, and the coffee was under-extracted and tea-like. We also found its snap-on lid, which you have to remove completely to pour, a bit annoying, and the fill from above water reservoir makes it easy to spill. At number 4. Technivorm MachaMaster KBT Coffee Brewer. For many years, the MachaMaster line has been the drip brewer of choice for professionals and other coffee nerds. It uses a powerful heating element and unique design to keep grounds and water in contact at the optimal temperature for the optimal 4 to 6 minutes, and in our testing it did both. We got excellent, complex brews with both a full-size batch and a single cup. Be sure to follow the directions and use medium to coarse grounds, though, too fine a grind will let the water pass through too quickly and underbrew your coffee. The MachaMaster KBT's insulated carafe did a pretty good job of keeping coffee hot across our 1-hour test, and that was without using the tight sealing travel lid that's included in this set. It's ideal for bringing steaming Java for a group to an early morning meeting and potluck brunch. We also tested, and loved, the MokaMaster KBGV, which is essentially the same machine but with a glass pot and warming plate. The big downside with the MokaMaster is price. This is undeniably an expensive machine, and likely only worth the cost for someone pretty serious about their coffee. It also takes up a lot of room, with an extra tall layout that might be tough to fit in or underneath cabinets. At number 5. Chemex Automatic 2.0 Coffee Maker. If you love pour-over coffee, you're probably familiar with Chemex. Its iconic hourglass-shaped flasks and folded filters are ideal for slowly drizzling hot water into ground beans for a rich and complex brew. The brand's automatic keeps the results but removes the worst part of the process, having to stand there holding a kettle of hot water for several minutes. The automatic hit a near-perfect 196.5 degrees in testing, and its coffee turned out fresh and vibrant tasting. It even made an OK cup with pre-ground beans, which is the best result we got. The warming plate keeps brewed coffee hot, but there's also an iced coffee mode that turns it off. This makes a more concentrated brew, dripping it directly onto ice in the bottom of the flask for an elegant solution. And of course, the Chemex flask looks great on your counter. The automatic is just quite expensive, especially given that you'll have to buy Chemex-compatible filters that cost more than others. The machine will work with any Chemex up to 8 cups in capacity, but it includes a mere 6-cup model, which seems a little stingy, too.